We have a few questions to ask everyone, and just want to get some of the best practices that you're doing, things that you see are working in today's times, and things that you think will change in the future.
Myself and my team are using different kind of messenger apps, whatever our consumer is most familiar with, whether it's Facebook Messenger, IMO, some of them do use Zoom. So whatever they're most comfortable with using, what they already have installed on their telephones, we use. So it does give us that face-to-face interaction, some personalization. And with the new referrals coming in, I think it's good for the consumers to be able to see our face and know who we are and have that connection with us versus just over the telephone.
What I am finding is there's a lot of anxiety and fear because of COVID and a lot of not wanting to leave the house and stuff. So I'm spending more time talking to people about their anxiety. And I feel like I'm getting to know them a little differently. They're disclosing stuff to me, and I feel like in the end, it's going to help me find them a better fit for a position because I feel like I'm getting to know them so much better.
What I found most is helping my staff feel safe and heard. That is extremely important. What I learned quickly is they were mostly concerned about them, how they were to keep their jobs and remain safe and stay busy. And so once I learned to just really slow down and just listen to them and have simple conversations, that it really helped us in the end, production-wise. So we do have 2 Zoom staffings per week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but instead of it being regular business staffing for our Thursday meetings, we actually play a game and really just chat about our lives. So I will take that in helping my staff feel heard and feel safe at all times.
VSU, we've been providing a lot of career exploration for a lot of our individuals who maybe aren't ready to take that next step of actually getting out and starting to look for a job. And that's really helped them not only stay engaged with the job search process, but they're really looking at, different options so that when we do come out of this, they're able to find a job goal that's going to be best for them. And we've been doing that through, informational interviews and have, research as well. But then, we've been connecting with a lot of our employer partners just to take 10 minutes to have those phone conversations with, and they've been more than happy to have the phone conversations with our individuals to talk a little bit about those jobs. We've been having our individuals do watch videos that, we have several websites that we're using just to get on to see, what it's like to work in those jobs. And really, too, it's helped a lot of our individuals who kind of have those concerns about what the landscape's going to look like afterwards, after, this pandemic's done. And they're able to see, and talk to an employer directly and pick their brain to see what that might look like and see, hey, is that something that maybe I do want to go into or don't want to go into?
As far as Koinonia and job development, we've been successful at connecting employers with the job seeker via FaceTime for actual interviews. I think we had a placement at a local fast food restaurant just because we were able to connect using technology, and a virtual interview per se was able to occur and allow us to find placement for that individual. So again, technology has been playing a vital role in our job development activities and our service delivery. And I think the future will, it'll cut down on operational expenses, unnecessary travel for appointments. I think we'll see more video type appointments and interviewing and resume videos for our service delivery moving forward.
So for businesses that we do not or have not had strong relationships with, it's actually provided us with a chance to really build that foundation for the business and for the relationship to kind of begin and cultivate it. One of the things we've kind of switched our modes to is coaching is now looked at as employer education. So what we're doing is we're taking all the information we know about the client and where they're working and what position they're doing, and we're matching it up with what the manager's needs are. And we're kind of instructing and advising the managers or the team members that are working with that individual on how to work on a day-to-day basis with these individuals. So really what we're kind of looking at it as is on-the-fly disability awareness trainings a little bit. And for us, it's been successful because what we've now seen is that those employers, instead of us having to reach out to them, every week or every couple times a week, they're now reaching out to us, asking us for some more suggestions. So I think whatever the new normal is when we come out on the other end of this, for us, it'll probably, hopefully come out with, now we have established relationships to move forward on. So I think for us, it's going to benefit us.
When we talk to a lot of staff in this field, maybe even outside of employment, we've heard from occupational therapists and physical therapists that kind of technological distance kind of takes away from that reliance on the staff, right? So a lot of people in our field or our work can sometimes overdo it, right? If they're coaching on site, they jump in too early, they help too much, they don't let the supervisors give that space to grow and learn. And I think something that we can take from this is that having that distance implemented has made staff learn how to provide those supports to the supervisors on site and not be over someone's shoulder, really overbearing, really helping too much, which can also be detrimental in our field when we see that kind of over coaching or over supporting.
I would say, one of the biggest struggles we've faced as an agency is just kind of the what if. So, right now we're preparing for a summer youth work program that might not necessarily happen or might be pushed back. So, we're having all of our meetings with our individuals, trying to staff things with, still that kind of out there of, what might happen tomorrow.
So we've been very fortunate. About a month before the shutdown happened, we purchased a set of curriculum for our pre-ed services, in which we're now currently serving roughly about 35 individuals in pre-eds virtually all throughout the greater Cleveland area. We've received roughly about 10 more referrals since the shutdown has happened. Because of the success we've been having from it. And what it's really done is allowed some of our staff that didn't have the necessary tools to move forward. It's given them confidence to deliver the skills or to deliver the services that are necessary in pre-eds successfully. Trust your team. Trust what is surrounding you and what you all have built together. And not only the team at Oak Leaf Partners, but other individuals such as the Employment Collaborative, the people on this Zoom call. I think that's one big thing is that, we've all been continually communicating for a reason. And whether we knew it or not, I think it has helped us tremendously through times like these. So I think it's being able to lean on the provider community as a whole, rather than, sit there and shake and tremor because this is going on. Have that confidence in your team first and foremost, but have that confidence in the provider community as well.
So one of the things that makes us optimistic is, when all of these mandates lift and life gets back to some sort of normalcy, there will be a lot of job opportunities for the individuals that we serve. And we're hopeful that, they're able to get into those positions, long term.
This call has kind of uplifted me a little bit, given me some optimism. I think when you talk about providers here that all work for different agencies, to everyone's point, that idea of the innovation that's going to come from this because of how collaborative everyone is here. For providers to give what they've learned is their best practice and be willing to share that with competitors and really be open to going, this is what I'm doing and it's working and you should try that as well, is what gives me a lot of excitement, knowing that we're going to be able to bring 30, 40, 50 partners together and hear what everybody did that really worked for them and be able to grow from each other. I know we'll come out of this stronger. So I appreciate everyone's time. I appreciate how active and busy you've been and being willing to share some of your insider trade secrets. And we hope to share this with other partners and people around the county and the state that can hear about the great things you're doing and take advantage of that and implement it as well. And look forward to seeing everybody, hopefully one day in person, and keep up the great work.